Don't rush me, don't rush me, don't rush me. I had to get in the world and tell everybody I was here and all that good fancy stuff. Alright, so let me drop some crap off since Greg's in a rushy mood today. I didn't have time to do that yet. Just throw a bunch of this crap in here. That way I got room in my bag if I need it. Alright. So, let's see what we have on the agenda today. I know there's a couple things with fluid changes that I'm not really going to be able to test today because there's something that's like if you happen upon them. Like the first thing is improved fluid blocks like oil, natural gas, and thermal water will now flow a bit better and also submit themselves to the Ender garbage bin if they reach the upper or lower boundaries of the world. I'm hoping that's going to make the cleanup of oil spills a lot better. That's what Greg had. Well, they're not oil spills. They're when the oil springs jump out and fill up an area, which Greg has said they should. So we'll check that out when we actually find it. Let's see. Fixed save files were sometimes not loaded properly, leading to the Ender garbage dump containing items from different worlds when you load multiple save games in a row. Ender garbage bin don't really, or Ender garbage dump don't really care too much. Not something that I plan to test, just starting different worlds to make sure it puts the stuff in the right garbage. Okay, Flux Dynamo was not working properly. I know what this one was, so I'm going to have to make one real quick, which should be pretty easy. I just need a dynamo and a bit of lead, or yeah, we're going to do this one because it'll be quicker. Do I have a... Yeah, I got a electric dynamo I can use for this, and then I'll remake one later. So we need long lead rods and a lead gear. By the way, for anybody that was watching yesterday, holy crap, this is all the lead I got. Guess we're gonna have to do mining and music soon so I can go get some lead. I probably got plenty of galena. Just needs to be ran since I've had so much. Ah, crap. Yeah, I was worried that was gonna go too fast in this one. Alright, so we need to put this here, these there, and there's us a flux dynamo, which is supposed to take 32 RU and put out 88 RF. So we can use one of these because that would be 64 RU. It'll put out 176. So we can just use one of, well, let's use, no, that's 16. So yeah, we got to use this one. And then we got to make a wooden kinesis pipe because that was the problem. It wasn't connecting to them correctly. And in this pack, I can't make a forestry centrifuge, so I'm going to spawn one in for testing, and then I'll get rid of it because I don't have any RF crap around here. Don't want any RF crap around here. So let's just cheat in one of these. And grab, yeah, stone. Make a stone kinesis pipe as well. Okay, 2 pieces of redstone. There's the wooden. There's the stone. Now, if I remember correctly, one of these down here has ethanol in them. Yep, this one. So I can set this here, that there. Yeah, I thought that was the output. And then the wooden kinesis connects just fine. Put that on there, and then we'll put the centrifuge on top. Let me go grab some forestry honeycombs here. I think I should still have, yeah, there's a couple parch combs right there. Throw that in there and put that on there, and it works. All right, so that's test complete. It connects properly to the wooden ones and sends power just fine. Now I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this lead dynamo I got. Unless I set up a forestry farm or something, I don't know what the hell I'm ever going to do with it. Go ahead and throw this crap over here. Get rid of that completely. Let me test that, Greg. I have no idea. Oh yeah, it does. I don't use Buildcraft pipes with GregTech, so I didn't know that. There you go. For anybody that uses that crap, you can use a GregTech wrench to harvest it. Now, question is, can you stop them from connecting? That I bet you can't do. Because you got to have those stupid plug things. Yeah. See, that sucks. I hate those damn plug things. Alright. So Ned will be happy about that one. Oh, hold on. We got to pause testing for just a second. We have an unwanted intruder. Yeah, get down here and shut up. Is your head in the... I don't know where he went. He probably went outside and hit the rain and buggered off. Alright, so next on the list is baths would sometimes fail finding the recipe for treated planks. Oops, I hate this damn thing. New keyboard, I'm telling you, it's going to be the death of me. I haven't done anything with a bath yet in this world, so this should come out properly. Because it was when I came in a new world when I came in the world the first time that it was doing this bug. So, if I place it in, it works. Okay. So before I had to actually shift click it in, or else it wouldn't work. I think my game, yep, there we go. Game froze a second. Alright, so that one looks like it's fixed well. Concrete block from chisel can now be made by smelting blocks of concrete powder. That was a issue with smelting gravel. So now you got to use a block of concrete dust to make chisels concrete. And this is just regular way of making concrete, nothing different or changed there. Alright, so that fixes that issue. Let's see what else we have here. Next is the running possible thing that I found last night. So this is one that I am really glad to see and to get to testing. Didn't I already smack you? Come here. Out of my factory. Alright, so let's get... We're going to pop this off and take it over. But now it should be giving a redstone signal because it has fluid in it. We're going to pop it off and take it over and put it on a solid fuel one just to make sure. But it should now properly work with most fuel consuming things. So if we put a solid fuel burning box down, which I don't even know why I'm trying it with that. We got this one right here. So we plop that down. I forgot something redstone to activate. Let's go get my light. Figures I'd get all excited and forget to grab the damn lamp I need. And I need to eat. Did my helmet break? No. Almost did though. I'm gonna have to make some steel and repair my armor. Since Greg still hasn't made us GregTech armor. Alright. So put that there. And it was full of ash, so that's something we didn't think about last night, Greg. Because it's not possible to run if it's got ash in it. But it had fuel, so that part works. Now let's put a block in front of it. I do believe Greg said he did that as well. Yep. So if it doesn't have air, it will not show it's possible. And if it doesn't have fuel, it won't show it's possible. Beautiful. So for liquid and gas, that'll do everything I need it to do. Then pop that back off of there. Yeah, our ashes are a harder thing to solve because that would require looking up if the fuel output matches the ashes and everything. Ah, okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. You probably would never run into the fact that your box is not full or is full of ashes if you're automating it, because you would be automating the output. And I'm guessing by the time you get to this, you're probably not using solid fuel much anymore. And if you are, you most definitely have the ashes removed. So, yeah, that's not a big issue. That'll make things way easier to automate on and off. So let's see what we have next here. Change distillation tower recipes for oil. Now take 25 liters of input per recipe instead of 50. Which makes it run evenly divisible with 125 liter of fluid you can get from an oil fluid block. Some outputs have been rounded up due to this. So let's look at the recipe biomass. Looks like it has stayed the same. Heavy oil is 25 liters, which gives 35 fuel, 25 diesel, 25 kerosene, 20 petrol, 5 propane, 5 butane, 50 lubricant, and heavy oil is 30 20 20, 15 10 10, and 40. Light oil is now going to be 15 10 10, 10, 25 25, and 15. Raw oil, which is 25 15 15, 15 15 15, and 25, which is going to be the exact same as regular oil. And then soul sand is 10 5 5 5 5 5 40. I swear I'm reading off a really boring phone number here. 555 5555. All right, so that's the changes to that. Next on the list, fluid springs now generate differently and should cause less issues with caves. They also only start generating fluid if they have been exposed to air once, making them inactive until someone actually finds them to make use of them. So the only issue there would be if you have a double ravine that actually manages to be all the way down to bedrock, or if you have a one of these that are, unless that's part of the how they generate differently now, that they won't spawn in an open area. But yeah, that's nice that they won't just completely fill up a cave area. And it says Activating a fluid spring will it'll instantly spawn a fluid block if possible. So as soon as you pop open the area where it is, then you will get a block of it. Yeah, the 555 numbers are all Hollywood fake numbers. Yep. Even if there is just a puddle at Y1, it is still considered untouched. Okay. So again, that'll be something that we'll have to test as I go exploring and see if I can find a new one. I do need to find new oil soon. The next one is one that really infuriates me, but I've talked to Greg about it already to understand a little bit why. I still don't get it when we have regular wire shape, but we now have a fine wire extruder shape, but the fine wire extruder shape is basically only for plastic. You can do rubber as well, but there's no use that I know of for fine rubber. It's basically just for plastic. So you can use the fine rubber or the fine plastic wire to make plastic rope. So we have one that I've been begging for forever, but no, we cannot use it for red alloy wire. So you can't make your early game sensors less expensively. I think XAR will not have to do anything about his natural gas tank. I think because of the lag he was getting out of his natural gas tanks, I think he's gotten rid of them. I do believe on the server he now has 5x5 tungsten steel tanks for it. Yes, make a cluster mill then. I understand that, but early game, making a cluster mill and being able to power it and having to do it through a boiler is a real pain in the ass, Greg. Especially with the amount of freaking bronze it takes to make the steam uh, turbine. But yeah, I got the idea. Hush your face. He also added brass bars. Not quite sure why he chose brass. Lead would have looked so much better in my opinion because, well, they're purple. And who the hell is going to waste brass on making bars? But somewhere in here we're supposed to have brass bars. There's the brass scaffold. Greg, I don't see the brass ones. Wood, steel, titanium, tungsten steel, adamantium, and wait a minute. Why is there 2 steel bars, Greg? Did you goof something up and make brass steel? Because those are 2 matching recipes for steel bars. And they both use steel. Shit. That's a good reason why I couldn't find the brass ones. Apparently the brass ones are steel. Morning, crazy woman. The weather's still kicking me in the ass, so no yelling today. insert bear yelling at crazy here. I'd end up coughing my head off for a month if I tried yelling that this morning. Alright, so let's look at what else we have here. So when you guys get the actual release, there will be brass bars. They should be, in that position right there, I'm guessing. And it'll be brass rods. 6 of them make 3 bars, and it'll use brass rods instead of steel rods. And actually, we're pretty much done. The last thing is there is a configs now for replacing mob drops with variety meat. They're iron drops with lead. Iron golems are always going to drop iron. Don't worry. Boo. They should only drop poppies. Adding junk drops to mobs, adding books to villager zombies, and adding named name tag drops to named mobs. So for anybody that doesn't understand what that is, when you run across a villager zombie that drops that, and you kill them and they drop books and all that random crap, and you don't want your zombies doing that, there's a config file now. You can turn that on and off. No, I will not be turning that off. I play as it is on default, and I am perfectly fine with it being that way. And I'm also not changing the iron drop back from being lead. I don't like zombies dropping iron, so I'm perfectly fine with it staying that way. But for anybody that wants it that way, you now have the option to change all that crap. Also, the meat from animals, instead of getting ribs and ribeyes and all of that crap, you'll just get beef, pork chops, whatever. You're perfectly fine being that way until a villager zombie craps your inventory full. Yeah, well, that's why I usually try to ignore those assholes, because I don't want them crapping in my inventory. But I like it, even though it's annoying. I like the annoyance of it. I'm a weird person, Greg. You know this by now. I like weird things. And I like the fact that I have to deal with zombies shitting in my inventory, even though it's annoying and I've got to deal with it. It's a mechanic that I have to deal with. And I like having to deal with shit like that. But anyways, that is our test. I'm guessing that Greg is going to be releasing an update soon. Why did I just do the finger quotes thing? Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Oh, I swear I'm part Italian. I talk with my hands even when nobody can see it. Anyways, so keep an eye out for the release on Greg's website. There'll also be a notice in Greg's IRC channel and in our Discord in mod releases. Yes, soon TM. And so XAR will be happy we can get that put on the server and we can test it on there to see if anything helps with lag. By the way, hi XAR, since you just popped in a minute ago and I completely ignored your moo. I'm not completely ignoring you, just partially ignoring you for a matter of minutes. Since Crazy's popped in, maybe she's going to be available to get on the server. If so, we'll do so after the update. If not, then I will see you guys with some regular stream in a little bit. We'll do something somewhere. It's fine. You ignore me anyway. Shut up. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know in the comments, in Discord, in IRC, and I will see you guys next time.